What's good, guys? It's GM Jiedel, and today we are going to be rebuilding the Indiana Pacers. There are not many teams left that we have not yet rebuilt. I know a lot of you guys want me to do rebuilds based off the trades that are happening at the trade deadline, including a potential Anthony Davis trade. I'm recording this on Wednesday, so I don't know if that's going to happen. The Porzingis trade obviously went through. You guys want that. So I asked on Twitter if you guys want that first or the original 30 teams to be rebuilt first, and it seems like most of you, it was kind of close, want me to finish those 30 before I do the potential rebuilds with the trades and stuff like that. So we're going to do the Indiana Pacers today. Glad I got that out of the way. All right, so the Pacers are an interesting spot. Personally, I don't find the roster to be the strongest, but their record speaks for itself. They're a great team. Even with Oladipo going down, they slaughtered the Lakers yesterday. What's interesting to me is they have a lot of depth, and almost all of it is coming off the books at the end of this season. Thad Young, great guy to have on the team. Tyreke Evans, he's actually been pretty bad for them in real life. He's shooting like 38%, so we won't be re-signing him, but Bogdanovic is a big part of what they do. Thad Young is a big part of what they do. Collison, you know, he's the starting guard right now. Corey Joe's the backup guard. McDermott, that's a contract we're going to want to move off of. And they have Turner locked up at 18 mil. I think that's a little high for Turner, but, you know, if he gets to about like an 86 or so by that 2022 year, I'm happy with that contract. Sabonis, we do have on a team option for another year, so I can keep the cost down with the two of them. I don't think there's any rush to split up the big men. So we have two options. We can either kind of re-sign the depth, keep going with what the Pacers got going, or try to sign a guy like Kemba Walker, bring him in, and, you know, then, you know, our depth will take a hit, but maybe that's what we need to do to get to the high end of what this team's potential could be. For now, I don't really see what moves I want to make. I feel like I kind of really want to wait till the first offseason before I do anything with this Pacers team. So year one, Collison, Oladipo, Bogdanovic, Sabonis, Turner. Then we got, you know, solid bench unit, I would say. Quickly, we'll just try to find a McDermott trade. I have to give up a second round pick, but I like this one. Richaun Holmes, you know, for this year, I get a decent backup center. I'm not tanking, so I do want to be as good as I can be. I'm going to assign Ike and Nick Bogbu to the G League, and Aaron Holiday I'm also going to assign to the G League. Hopefully those guys develop a little bit. If we can just get some bench production out of guys like that, that'll be huge for this rebuild. And here it is, guys. The Hawks just trying to give away John Collins. Again, every rebuild, the Hawks are like, hey James, want a easy championship? Here's a very good young power forward for free, and I'm always inclined to take it because, like, why would I not do this trade? Like, yes, this would actually maybe hurt me this first year, not having that small forward, but like the cap space, and I have John Collins for such a long time. I don't get why the Hawks keep doing this, bro. It doesn't make sense. They offered it, so I want to take it, but because I just think it's kind of dumb, I'm also gonna throw in a lottery protected pick for them. You know what? I'm just gonna give it to them because otherwise I just think it's stupid, but I can't not take that trade if it's offered to me. That puts Batum in our starting lineup. At this point, Batum's not as good as Bogdanovic, so now either Sabonis or Collins becomes valuable. I think, again, I'm probably gonna wait till the offseason to make a move on either one. We're definitely a playoff team this year. All right, we finished year 53 and 29. Doesn't look like we had any award winners, did we? No, we never really seem to have any award winners. Oladipo did make the all-defense first team, and we are the 4 seed, so I actually thought we'd be a little bit higher in the seeding. We're the 4 seed. We actually finished better than the Celtics, and we had a pretty decent point differentials, and somehow the Wizards snuck in here. All right, that's fine. Let's, I really don't see us winning even this first round, so I'm just gonna simulate the round and hope it goes well for us. And we're actually up 3-0, okay. So, if we beat the Toronto Raptors here in the second round, all of a sudden it seems like we might be going to the NBA Finals in our first year. The Raptors were only 3 games better than us, but I have a feeling this will not be a close series, yet as I say that. Maybe I should just keep being pessimistic. It seems to be working. Okay, now we're down 3-1. Don't think it's gonna be working this time. Oh, here it goes. We suck. We suck. We suck. We're the worst team ever. We are the worst team. No one likes us. We're horrible. Damn it, didn't work that time. All right, that's okay. We didn't expect to win the playoffs this first year. Warriors are the champs. Dang, the Mavericks got the first pick in this. Oh man, that could be a team to be feared. Okay, we're the 24th pick, so this draft might not mean too much to us. I'm gonna take Jonte Porter with this pick. I like big men who can shoot. Pretty simple. We've taken him in a few rebuilds before. Turns out to be alright. Jay Morant went ahead of Zion. Interesting. Accepting the team option on Leaf, small salary. Elise Johnson, I'll accept his team option, small salary. And Ike, all the young guys. We got a ton of young guys on the team. Okay, so in real life, I feel like the move would be go all out, you know, try to get any of the big dogs. Most likely for a team like the Pacers, you're going to end up with a guy like Kemba Walker. And I think that would be the move, you know, get Kemba Walker. But I have a feeling I would do better in 2K if I just built a team with a lot of crazy depth. So that's going to be an interesting kind of internal debate. Let's get rid of Corey Joe's cap hold. He's not a big deal to re-sign. I didn't realize how big Batum's contract was. That was a dumb trade by me. All right, well, if the Sixers are going to give me this trade for some inexplicable reason, I will take that. Boom, that opened up a ton of cap space. So I'm going to try to get Kemba and some of my bench guys back. Obviously, we're going to offer Kemba a massive contract. You know what? We'll throw in a no-trade clause. Really try to get him to sign with us. Thad Young, we'll bring him back on a... You know what? We got to pay these guys if we really want to get them back. And we're also going to try to bring back Collison. And Kemba accepted, Thad Young accepted, and Collison accepted. Hopefully that stays true through this whole process. And it says I don't have enough cap room. All right, guys. I messed up with the salaries. Totally didn't get Kemba. I wish 2K would tell you beforehand because I totally thought I had the room there. I thought the cap holds was what was messing up our space there. Nonetheless, I still have 23 million in cap room, enough to get another player on the team who can help us. All right, I'm gonna offer Eric Bledsoe a 2-year contract. I really didn't want to give Bledsoe a full 4 years. I don't know why, I just wasn't feeling it. Also, I'm gonna try to get Rashawn Holmes back. He's on a bit of a bigger contract here. He's gonna be our backup big for a minute. So Bledsoe signed with us. And Rashawn Holmes signed with us. So while we didn't get Kemba, honestly, we pretty much just brought back the team last year that won 53 games. So the year 2 rotation at the moment is Bledsoe, Oladipo, Torrey Craig, John Collins, Miles Turner, and off the bench, Sabonis, Thad Young, Rashawn Holmes, Collison, and Holiday. Now we do need to find a trade to get kind of a better small forward, and most likelihood, I don't think Torrey Craig is going to be the guy who really gets it done for us. For now, we're going to roll with Craig, though, because I have a feeling I won't be able to make any trades until probably after the restriction on January 15th. So we will sim to the 16th of January. Hopefully the team does all right until then, keeps us in the playoff hunt. All right, well, we're at January 16th, and it's very clear by our win-loss record that I've made the team worse. All right, so I'm going to be trading John Collins and Thad Young. So just like the CPU, I'm selling low on John Collins. I'm trading for Richardson and Adebayo. So I'm also probably going to move Holmes after this trade. I needed a small forward. I think not having a small forward was holding the team back. So let's see what kind of value I can get for Holmes at this point. All right, I'm going to trade these two for Schroeder. Not a huge upgrade, but I'm just trying to get incrementally better over the course of the season here. For next season, cap space might be a little tight, especially after the Sabonis extension. So depending on how the team plays the rest of this way, we might make some big moves. All right, we finished the year 45 and 37, so we improved after those trades, but not by as much as I was hoping. Once again, no All-NBA players, but Oladipo, all defense first team. And this year, we are the 4 seed again, so it didn't really actually effectively change almost anything. Somehow the Cavs made the playoffs with Sexton, Clarkson, Nasir Little, Love, Thompson. I don't think this is a very good team myself. So we should win this series. Up 1-0, tied 1-1. I think my optimism is what's going to cost us the series. You know, last year in the playoffs, I was very pessimistic, and we were winning. This year, I was optimistic, and we lost. It's how it goes. It's just how it goes. Sixers are the champs over the Rockets. Okay, we're the Warriors. They were the 7th seed. All right, we have the 21st pick this year. And we will take Tyrese Maxey. You know what? We could use a backup, too. So our boy ended up not having the best rating. Maybe not the greatest pick, but, you know, I'm tired of picking the same people every time. All right, so Aaron Holiday's up to a 78. That bolsters our bench. Leafs up, Adebayo's up. So we're going to extend the qualifying offer to Sabonis. Hopefully he, you know, doesn't take it. Hopefully he signs a massive extension with us. We've had some bad luck with these extensions in these videos lately. He agreed so far, but will he agree on the final day? He does, so we have Sabonis locked up long term. Now we're kind of in salary cap trouble. So while we have Holiday on, decent rating and a good contract, maybe him and Leaf can fetch us another bench piece since we already have Schroeder coming off the bench for us. So the Grizzlies are offering us some really good picks, but being that I'm going to try to win the title either this year or next year, I don't like that trade. I think I would take that trade if that was the one, but given that we're trying to win now, I'm more leaning towards this Mikal Bridges trade, get that backup 2. Schroeder's already our backup 1. TJ Leaf, we're selling a little low on him, but trying to get a well-rounded team here, trying to win the title. All right, so the lineup here in year 3. Eric Bledsoe, Oladipo, Richardson, Sabonis, Turner. I'm not super happy about it, to be honest. The bench, the bench unit. Adebayo, Schroeder, Bridges. I like the top 3, not in love with the rest of it. All right, I'm gonna sim the mid-season again, and then we'll peruse the trade market. We'll go to January 28th this time. The team's doing super well. We won't make any trades, but I have a feeling we got a big trade coming up. All right, and there it is. The trade I got offered Kemba Walker for Bledsoe and Jonte Porter. This is why you kind of build up a guy like Jonte so we can get this Kemba trade going, and boom, that upgrades our point guard position so much. It's definitely probably more moves for us to make. So right now the rotation is Kemba, Oladipo, Richardson, Sabonis, Turner, off the bench, Adebayo, Schroeder, Mikal Bridges, Ike, and this guy. So immediately I think our team is a lot better. It sucks losing Jonte, he was a prospect I liked, but we'll go to the trade deadline, see if this Kemba trade really made the team that much better. We win our first game against the Celtics, team will probably face in the playoffs, and then we get blown out by the Brooklyn Nets. Okay, we're 27 and 25. We definitely need to make moves. Once again, in a Jiedel rebuild, we are trading for John Collins, now an 88 overall. We also get Justice Winslow. We're giving up a first-round pick in a year where I'm done with the rebuild. This team is going under a lot of trade. I'm doing a ton of trades, so it's definitely hurting the team's chemistry quite a bit. Starting lineup: Kemba Walker, Oladipo, Richardson, Collins, Turner. Pretty good. Almost 390s. We kind of got a big 3 at this point. And then the bench, an 86, an 81, 78, 77, 76. Obviously, there's a lot more to basketball than someone's 2K rating, but seems like a decent indicator that it's not a bad bench. 2 guys over 80, 2 guys who play defense. Winslow can play a little point guard now. I like this team. Hopefully they win. This seems like one of the rebuilds I don't really have a handle of. Kind of like my Trailblazers one. I feel like I'm putting together a good team, but the game doesn't seem to agree with that. All right, we finished the year with a losing record, 40 and 42. Hopefully we made the playoffs. We did as a 7 seed going against the 2-seeded New York Knicks. First 3 off the bench, 86, 82, 79. For them, we're talking 83, 81, 79. So our bench, our bench is better. So I'm sure this will go our way. Nope. Yup. I'm not even looking at the screen. I'm looking at the light behind the screen right now because I already know this is going to end in disappointment. I think we're up 3-2. We won the series, baby! Let's go! Going against the Toronto Raptors, who, I think we could beat the Raptors. What? You know what? Why not? We got a better point guard than them. We got a better shooting guard than them. Who gives a shit about the small forward position? We got a better power forward than them, and we got a better center than them. Oh, actually, our centers are the same rating. Whatever. We could beat them. We could beat them. They're up 1-0. We need to make a game plan. All right, let's have Leonard be guarded by Oladipo. Hopefully that works for us. I think Kemba needs to be the first scoring option in this series, and we're going to want to limit their inside game with Siakam and Leonard. Hopefully that works. Game 2 goes to them. Game 3 goes to them. Game 4 goes to them. Wow. All right. Richardson declined his player option. That's not good for us, so we're going to definitely need to accept Mikal Bridges' team option in case he needs to become our starting small forward. And we're going to extend the qualifying offers to Ike and John. We really need to re-sign John. We also need to re-sign Josh. In real life, I don't know how far into the luxury tax the Pacers would be willing to go, but thankfully, this is not real life. Oh, he wants a lot of money. Hopefully, he'll take a flat deal. Okay, John and Richardson accepted. Okay, so the lineup here is Kemba Walker, Victor Oladipo. We're moving Winslow into the starting lineup. Winslow can actually shoot now. He couldn't really do that a few years ago. Collins and Turner, really, really good starting lineup. The bench, we still got Sabonis, Richardson, Mikal Bridges, Okobo, and Gary Payton II. I'm hoping to turn some of these guys into one more good player. Maxey, he's actually going to develop into probably like a high 70, but I try to keep the rebuild within 5 seasons, and we're getting near the limit, which artificially affects our decision making a little bit. Hopefully this year we're better than last year. I feel like our team is actually really solid. So I don't know why we're losing so many games, because this team is definitely better than the Nets team we won the championship with last Sunday. Alright, so we're here. We're 25-18, better than last year. However, we are still not really kind of totally there. So I'm going to explore some trades. John Collins, just because he's expiring, is my first. Okay, no one wants him. Miles Turner. All right, the Sixers are offering us Jimmy Butler for Winslow and Sabonis. To me, this seems like a good trade. Even more star power in the starting lineup. So now we have Kemba, Oladipo, Jimmy Butler, John Collins, and Turner. Absurd starting lineup. Obviously, that hurt our bench. I still think our bench is kind of strong. I feel like we need a backup big man because the 2K Sim engine seems to be obsessed with big men. All right, this trade, I'm going to snag Mo Bamba. 87 overall at this point, backup center. Now, we will lose some of our backup wing depth, but I'm trying to win a championship in 2K where I know big men are artificially valued for whatever reason in the Sim engine. I kind of figured that out. Do you guys like me doing the rebuilds? Knowing kind of the 2K Sim engine's little quirks, or do you guys prefer me to try to build like real NBA teams? Because I always feel like with this series, I never really know if it should be full 2K focused or full real life focused. I feel like we kind of need to iron that out. So let me know your thoughts in the comments about that. I'm actually really curious. There's no way I'm going to be able to keep this stacked team together, so I'm going to make very short-term moves here. A young 81 overall point guard, I have to give up, 2 decent guys to get him who are both going to end up being pretty good. But again, doing short-term moves here probably wouldn't make this trade in real life. All right, so the lineup, boys. Kemba Walker, Oladipo, Jimmy Butler, John Collins, Miles Turner. The bench, Mo Bamba, Isaac Bonga, Hernan Gomez, Mikal Bridges, and Okobo. Not the most cohesive bench, not gonna lie, but having an 87 overall center on it should be pretty powerful for us. Hopefully this team is good enough to win the title. I think it is. This team is stacked. Alright, we finished the year with 52 wins. Still not as good as the first year team, so through all of this, I've actually made the Pacers a worse team somehow. None of our guys made the All-NBA team. Oladipo, once again though, all defense. My man. And we are the 2 seed this year, so we've done a little bit better. I'm assuming we're going to crush the Chicago team. I don't even want to look at their roster. We go up 1-0. Alright, we're tied 1-1. Of course, nothing goes right in Jiedel world. 2-2. Who is on the Chicago team? Kyrie. Okay, Kyrie's pretty good. Zach LaVine. Dude can't play that much defense. Waiters, Markkanen, Wendell. I like their team, but let's be honest here. This Indiana team I've made is just stacked. 91, 91, 90, 90, 87, 88, 82, 82, 80, 79. This team is way better than that Chicago team. We should win this series. We're up 3-2, and come on. 4-2. There we go. All right, Sixers, the 3 seed. Who do they have? Simmons. Okay, Simmons is a beast. And Embiid, so they probably do have the best 2 players in the series, but I do still think we're much more well-rounded than them. Hopefully Embiid doesn't destroy us. We take game 1. We are the higher seed. We won more games than them for a reason. We won game 2. Okay, it's so weird we struggle against that Bulls team, but we crushed the Sixers. Yes, we swept them. Why is the first round always the hardest? It doesn't make any sense. Final round against the Milwaukee Bucks, a 44-win team. This is our year. This is our year. Everything's breaking right for us. We win game 1. We win game 2. We win game 3. Oh my god, we're gonna win game 4? No, we're not. We're not gonna win game 4, but we're gonna win game 5, I'm assuming. Come on, there we go. Going to the NBA Finals. It's pretty much now or never, guys. We're probably not gonna be able to re-sign John Collins. We might even hit the hard cap. So it's now or never. We're going against another team that they might have the best 2 players in the series, and Paul George and Westbrook. But here we go. They won 6 more games than us, but we did make our big trades mid-season. We were a good team. We won game 1. They win game 2. Come on, give us game. Okay, they got game 3. We got game 4. They got game 5. Okay. I don't know why I'm doing Simcast. I don't know if Simcast is good luck or bad luck this time. It seems to switch every rebuild if it's good or bad luck. I don't like this. I don't like this. Come on. Oh, they're crushing us. Oh, we've lost the finals. Womp, womp, womp. So we went to the NBA Finals. We took the Thunder to 6 games. All in all, I would consider this a pretty successful rebuild. We went to the NBA Finals. We built what appears to be a pretty stacked team. I'm gonna call it a rebuild there, guys. Hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know what you thought of my Pacers rebuild. If you enjoyed this, leave a like below. Comment your thoughts again on the questions I asked throughout the video. Subscribe if you haven't, and peace.